Welcome back to the saga of us being as ever. We're still here in... If you're new around here, we're Eric and Marissa. We decided to quit our jobs and drive 3,800 miles from New Jersey down to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. With only 40 miles to go, our truck broke down. Our wheel bearing and axle shaft broke, the axle shaft breaking took out the axle housing, and the metal pieces made their way down into our differential and ruined our bearings and gears. We spent 37 days waiting for our axle to be rebuilt, only to find out that much of the work that was done on our axle was garbage. We left off in our last episode that while chasing a clicking noise in the rear, we figured out that the company we paid to rebuild our differential took the broken axle shaft and just welded it back together and never gave us an option at a new one. Now, after replacing the axle shaft with a brand new one, we're still chasing the clicking noise in our rear diff. We're still here in Cerritos, and Matt and I, mostly Matt, are taking apart our hub assembly. We're going to replace the inner and outer wheel bearing. We're hopeful that'll fix the clicking slash bunking problem that we have, but we're not terribly optimistic about it. These bearings that are in here feel pretty decent, but we've got the parts, so might as well put them in and see where we land. This should look awfully familiar. You've probably seen us in this situation before where the whole hub is off, spindle out, brake caliper off to the side. Oh, that's a magical sound we were looking here. So what that sound is Matt knocked out the old race from our hub assembly. We were wondering whether we were gonna have to do a run to town to try and find a hydraulic press or something to that effect. But so far, Matt's mechanical skills are coming in super clutch. Should I get that excited about how you're doing ahead of time, buddy?
Looks good.
All right. A little.
So,
Good clean
beat a
job.
race in.
So one of our gambles here has been, are the parts going to be the right parts when you go to a part supplier here in Mexico and the guy speaks pretty good English? You're going by the year, make, and model of the truck, and you're pretty much hoping for the best. It so far looks like our guy in Todos Santos hooked us up with the right stuff. We'll see as we move forward here, putting in this race.
Bam.
Is it as smooth as a baby's bottom? Oy vey.
Mm-hmm. Give that some whirl. I don't know. So it rotates smooth on the spindle, so oh yeah, don't let me forget to get that inner seal off of there before we do that. Okay.
I walked over there and then I walked around.
I mean, there's
there.
a,
Where did she go?
you got a little bit of,
Oh, Hayden's inside already. Okay. Do you need my help with the math?
there's a little bit of like etching on the
Spindle itself.
Right. So, I mean, maybe.
I suppose it could have been trying to spin the bearing on that.
Which that would make a ton of sense in terms of like the
You know,
the
and then
bunking.
Yeah,
that's got a, has been spinning too.
Right.
It's like,
that's a mechanical seal though. It's made
Yeah.
to do that. Like,
Oh.
we'll have to beat that part off of there.
right. Well,
Maybe I'm not going to find
Fellow full-time traveler Kevin is now joining us to help out with the repairs.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
thank you.
Are you 35?
39.
Kevin's had his own fair share of Baja-based issues down here, having a transmission out of his RevCon five times?
At least.
Five
maybe
times.
6. Yeah.
all for something that had to do with the gauge cluster.
Right.
So
Oh, that was fun.
we're a trio of struggles here. Matt having the most luck and being a super big help.
Used to be in the good old days, that's what all the 4x4s were.
So now I can disassemble and reassemble that in my sleep now.
That's how I'm feeling about this thing.
Oh,
I mean, Matt's clearly leading the way here, but my brain is trying to remember every bit of what's going on.
so you got a new race, even though the other one looked okay. Just
It
or
came
did
as a
come
set.
with- oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our specialty tool that we bought from the hardware store for installing this seal. 1 meter of PVC pipe.
Press.
This is gonna be our seal press here. We spec'd it out while we were in the store. We're pretty confident it's gonna do what we need.
What could possibly go wrong?
Or a block of wood.
We're this far along. Yeah, do you want wood? Oh, I guess it's not gonna get that top corner being all wonky.
The way the bevel was made on this seal, we couldn't just use a straight up block of wood. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I see now.
I thought you wanted the wood for the
So-
top.
Oh, no.
No, he was saying normally you just use a block of wood to drive it in square, but
Usually they're flat
Yeah.
seals.
Oh, really?
So you could just use a block of wood to, you know, you could just
Turn
take
that up right and just knock it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Still have your crab and your seaweed.
You can blame Chevy also on this one too, because apparently they run the same axle on their
Really?
dually. Yeah, AAM is the axle
American
manufacturer.
axle manufacturer.
All right. I did not know that. So yeah, I had a Dodge 1-ton before we bought the semi.
A GMC, you meant to say. You said Dodge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got
You know
all
what I
excited. I
meant.
thought we were going to be Cummins brothers, but you would have been a
No.
Dura guy.
One of these families that would have no idea. And then,
Right.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Put two hands on that same brake assembly? And that's going to tell me he's got it. I know my role. It's put the caliper on and off and jack the truck up from the back. Otherwise, be there to help and get the fuck out of the way, Eric.
Drive away.
Guadalupe Valley. We've had issues. They don't read the instructions that have been sent to them, and then they start calling me over and over and over again, and like, you know, and I have to. So we've switched to isn't working, and
Yeah.
so I put that rule in. You know, they'll be like, oh well, you're checking in after 2. Yeah.
you haven't done this on your truck yet?
I just always crank it, like till it won't. You can't easily spin it,
Yeah.
right? And then I back it off like quarter.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
And with this big and heavy of a piece, it's hard to know. Like, I mean, that feels tight, but
Right.
it can go tighter, so.
I get what you're. Yeah. Who the hell is working with Snap-on shit?
That's mine.
Certainly
I
not
didn't
me.
realize you were so uppity here.
Oh.
I used to use tools on the daily back in the day.
Well, see,
There we go.
Star for you.
There we go. There you go.
Nice.
but yeah, my son has no interest in it.
I'm not fucking with you at this point, right, Matt?
The rear axle still messes with me. Like
Oh yeah, did he come look?
Yeah. Yeah.
the contact.
We're going tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You guys do something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Because we were planning on going.
We were supposed to leave today. We were fine.
Okay.
Like,
They were just gonna get that wash that we did.
Silicone out.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, man. Like, you know, I owe you a beer.
So we picked up our mess, all our tools, got the tires, wheels all back on the truck. It's time to take it for a test drive and see if this thing is still getting hot. Hopefully it stays cool like the other side is.
Welcome to the cool side of the pillow.
About which? Not buying stuff?
Yeah, just making sure that it, like, you want to buy a t-shirt? Cool, which one are you getting?
Alrighty, so time for a temperature test. We've done a couple of these. I forgot the camera each time. Matt's been checking. This is our known good side hub, 109. Let's check the other side. Let's see what we got. 128. So well within spec. Yeah, heck yeah. Feeling good. The only last test will be when we get back to the campground. Will be if we hear the same clicking noise when turning. I don't think we're gonna have that clicking noise. I already did one U-turn here on the highway, where in the past I would have felt stuff, but in this case I didn't feel any clicking. I don't want to get our hopes up too much, but this might be the end of the axle saga for us. We'll see. No promises, but we're feeling really good. So sure then, we have a much cooler hub assembly at this point. It's about a 10-degree difference between one side of the truck and the other side of the truck, but we still have this horrible freaking clicking noise. We're not sure what it is, but we're gonna keep dabbling here and jack the truck back up, try and spin the tires while they're elevated from the ground to see if that clicking noise continues or not. So